How are you grouping your students in your school? Are you using like national figures, so things like disadvantaged students, or are you grouping based on how you can support that student and where their weaknesses lie? So one of the things that we have that we look at a lot of in schools is pupil groups, and I think we are totally forced to look at things from the point of view of pupil premium or disadvantage, free school meals, SEN, that kind of thing. And a lot of this stuff doesn't actually make a difference to the student. What I think we should be doing in schools is grouping students based on their ability. So are you particularly good at numeracy? Are you particularly poor at literacy? Are there certain areas of your studies that you need to improve at? We should be grouping students in a way that's actually going to allow us as teachers to make a difference to their learning. So the problem here massively comes from national pressure for you to know how are your boys doing compared to your girls. How are your disadvantaged students doing compared to your non-disadvantaged? None of those groups really allow you to actually say, this is how we're going to support this student. None of them say, oh, actually this student has literacy difficulties or whatever it might be. And so from my point of view I'm just thinking, can we as schools not kind of move away from this idea of just grouping things from a national point of view and actually start to say, no, these are the 12 groups we use in schools, and they all are focused on that pupil's ability in different strands of their education. Just because a pupil is disadvantaged does not necessarily mean that they learn in the same way as another pupil that's disadvantaged. So actually that group itself becomes so unimportant in comparison to saying, let's group by pupils that struggle with numeracy. As we move on within building an education system, we really need to focus on how are we grouping those students so we're getting the most out of the fact that we are grouping them up. We must look at why we are grouping them in terms of helping them perform within school.